In 2026, Iran faces unprecedented isolation, shaped by decades of geopolitical friction and intensified by the US campaign of maximum pressure. Economic sanctions have crippled Iran's ability to trade and prosper, while Operation Epic Fury, a joint US-Israeli military campaign, struck over 1,000 targets, killing Supreme Leader Khamenei and destabilizing the region. The resulting power vacuum has left Iran vulnerable, with traditional alliances evaporating and even European nations unwilling to risk US retaliation. Everyday Iranians feel the sting: shortages of medicine, technology, and a constant sense of anxiety. With doors to the West slammed shut, Iran is forced to seek new partners and markets for survival. This strategic pivot is not about pride, but necessity, leading Iran to look eastward for lifelines. The search for new connections is urgent, as isolation threatens the nation's very survival. Iran's gaze now turns to unexpected corners of the globe, seeking opportunities where old alliances have failed. In 2026, sweeping US travel bans freeze immigrant visas for citizens from 75 countries, including Iran, closing off dreams of migration, education, and family reunification. These restrictions choke the flow of people and ideas, cutting off Iranian students, scientists, and entrepreneurs from global hubs. The human cost is immense: families separated, ambitions stalled, and a growing sense of exclusion. Over 23,000 visas were granted to Iranians the previous year. Now those connections are severed. As traditional pathways to the West close, Iranians are forced to look elsewhere for opportunity. The search for alternatives becomes critical, as people seek new destinations for education, safety, and professional growth. Countries that remain open and welcoming become magnets for Iranian talent and ambition. This global shift in human movement is reshaping educational and professional landscapes worldwide. Political decisions have redirected the flow of people, creating new centers of exchange and influence. Amid global barriers, the Philippines stands out as an accessible alternative for isolated nations like Iran. Not included in US travel bans, the Philippines offers open doors when much of the world is closing theirs. As a founding ASEAN member, it wields regional influence and provides a gateway to a market of over 650 million people. The Philippines is seen as a neutral ground, connected to the West but not controlled by it. In a world of walls, the Philippines offers a vital window for engagement. Middle East conflict has triggered an energy crisis across Asia, disrupting oil and gas supply chains and sending prices soaring. The Philippines, lacking domestic reserves, is especially vulnerable. Its economy depends on imported fuel. Price spikes hit transportation, electricity, and manufacturing, putting pressure on every Filipino household. Manila faces urgent pressure to secure stable energy sources and diversify away from traditional, now unstable suppliers. Old alliances matter less when national survival is at stake. The search for new partners intensifies. Iran, with vast oil and gas reserves but few buyers due to sanctions, is desperate for customers. The crisis creates a rare opening. Asian nations need energy, and Iran needs markets. The risk of defying sanctions is weighed against the certainty of energy shortages. For the Philippines, the imperative is clear: find new suppliers or face economic turmoil. The energy crunch is reshaping alliances and forcing creative solutions across the region. For Iran, the Philippines is more than a customer. It's a crucial economic lifeline. With Western markets closed, Iran needs buyers for its oil and gas. The Philippines, hungry for energy and outside direct US sanctions, is an ideal match. Deals would likely bypass the US financial system, using barter, local currencies, or third-party banks. This partnership is a lifeline, fueling the Philippines and helping Iran defy isolation. Beyond energy, the Philippines offers Iran a diplomatic bridge to the wider world. As a respected ASEAN member, Manila's support gives Tehran access to a vital regional bloc. Through the Philippines, Iran can build relationships, understand regional dynamics, and advocate for its interests. Manila's strategic autonomy, balancing US and Chinese interests, makes it a valuable partner for Iran's diplomatic outreach. This partnership helps Iran counter the narrative of total isolation, showing it can still engage constructively. Every joint initiative with the Philippines is a small victory against pariah status. For Manila, open channels with Iran enhance its own leverage in complex regional negotiations. The Philippines becomes both a gateway and a platform for Iran's return to the international stage. The Iran-Philippines relationship is grounded in human connections, especially through labor migration. Over 2 million Filipinos work overseas, many in the Middle East, creating a web of ties that includes Iran. When conflict erupts, the safety of Filipino workers becomes a shared concern, requiring cooperation between Manila and Tehran. Iran's responsible treatment of Filipino workers builds goodwill and soft power, countering negative stereotypes. Facilitating safe passage and communication during crises fosters trust at a grassroots level. Filipino workers serve as informal ambassadors, bridging cultures and deepening mutual understanding. This existing diaspora makes partnership feel natural, not forced. Shared human geography means the two nations are already intertwined. These people-to-people links lay a foundation for a resilient, long-term partnership. As Western universities become inaccessible, the Philippines emerges as a practical alternative for Iranian students. With English language instruction and affordable tuition, Philippine universities attract Iranians seeking international credentials. This educational link is mutually beneficial. Iranians gain opportunity, while Philippine campuses are enriched by new perspectives. Students become informal ambassadors, fostering lasting cultural bridges and correcting misconceptions. Beyond academics, the Philippines offers a welcoming environment for artists and creatives, providing a platform for Persian culture. These exchanges counter the narrative of an isolated Iran, showcasing its diversity and talent. Cultural and educational ties can outlast any trade deal, building mutual respect and understanding. In the long run, these connections are as vital as any diplomatic agreement. The convergence of crises in 2025 and 2026 has forged a pragmatic partnership between Iran and the Philippines. For Iran, Manila is a vital window to the world, offering economic survival, diplomatic access, and opportunities for its people. An energy deal provides Iran with revenue and the Philippines with fuel security. Diplomatically, the Philippines gives Iran a voice in ASEAN and chips away at its isolation. For Filipinos, the relationship enhances energy security and diplomatic leverage in a volatile region. Manila's engagement with Iran asserts its autonomy and strengthens its position in Indo-Pacific geopolitics. This partnership is not about ideology, but mutual interest and adaptation to a changing world. As Western doors close, new ones open in the East, reshaping alliances and creating new opportunities. In this quiet partnership, both nations find resilience and a path forward in uncertain times.